There's a lot of hype on pumpkin spice these days, but cinnamon is where it's at. Oh, that is just festive. That is f***ing good. Welcome to Spins and Shakes. This is the show where we deep dive into songs, pairing those songs with a cocktail. For today's episode, we're talking about Bryson Tiller's Keep Doing What You're Doing off his third studio album, Anniversary, and I'm going to be pairing that cocktail with a very special old fashioned. Bryson Tiller dedicates this song specifically to the passing of his grandmother. It only makes sense that I dedicate this drink to my grandfather, who's no longer with us, but if I could, this is the cocktail that I would make him. We're getting sentimental on Spins and Shakes. You know it, you love it. This is what you're going to need for today's cocktail. Bourbon, rye, red wine, sugar cubes, orange, Angostura bitters, as well as orange bitters, cinnamon, and the most exciting part about today's episode, a blowtorch. You do not need a blowtorch at home. I'm going to show you how you can use your stovetop as well, but I'm going to use a blowtorch. I'm very excited about this. So let's get right into it. Let's start prepping our glass. Go ahead and start your blowtorch and grab your safety tongs and your cinnamon. Make sure you have your glass right beside you because we're going to need that very shortly. Be careful, grab your cinnamon and start toasting it over the open flame. And go ahead and immediately cover that with your glass. What's going to happen is the cinnamon is going to go ahead and smoke the inside of our glass. It won't necessarily add to the flavor of the cocktail. However, it's going to give you that extra element on your nose. And I got to use a blowtorch, so why not? You're going to go ahead, I'm using the bottom of my shaker. You could use a normal glass at home. 1 sugar cube, drop that right in there. 2 drops of Angostura bitters. 3 drops of orange bitters. Grab yourself a little bit of orange peel. And then a 1/4 ounce of red wine. You do not need to open a fresh bottle. If you have a bottle that's already open, that's even better. Now, if I could get my cameraman nice and close, I'll show you guys how you want it to look. All our ingredients are in there. Go ahead and start muddling everything up. Mix it together really nice. Perfect. Now we can start adding our alcohol. 1.5 ounces of bourbon. And then you're going to add 1 ounce of rye. For today's rye, I'm using Cooper's Revival from a small distillery in Prince Edward County by the name of Kinsip. This rye specifically has a spicy, smoky aftertaste. You can use any rye at home, but this stuff is really good. So go ahead and add 1 ounce of it. One scoop of ice, and then start stirring. You want to stir for anywhere from 10 to 15 seconds. And now your drink is ready to pour. Like I said, today's cocktail is very special to me. It is the drink that I would make my grandfather if he were still here today. So for our drink itself, I'm going to add a big ice sphere. You at home, you could add normal ice. It doesn't really matter. I just want this drink to be nice and special. So go ahead and start flipping your glass. As soon as you flip it, you're going to get all the smoke escaping. Place your cinnamon stick right in. Take your ice or ice sphere, ice cube, drop that in there as well. And then finally, strain your drink into your glass. Lastly, you're going to garnish your drink with an orange peel. Give yourself a nice cut, squeeze, and drop that right in there. And finally, I'm old-fashioned when it's time to keep doing what you're doing. Cheers. And now, for the second half of the show, where we finally get to taste what we made, and we get to talk about why the song of this episode is paired with this drink in particular. Bryson Tiller with your great album, Anniversary, and even better songs on that motherfucker. Keep doing what you're doing. Wow, what a beautiful song. From the beginning of the song, we're introduced to a voicemail from his grandmother telling him to essentially do just that. Keep doing what he's doing. Keep on going on this road that he is currently on. Bryson Tiller dedicated the entire album Anniversary to his grandmother, and that's why I made Old Fashioned for this song in particular. This is the drink that I would make my grandfather. And Bry, you got me doing this. This is your fault. So I'm happy to share this with you guys watching. It's a motivational song. It doesn't sound like one. It has that trap soul R&B sound. It's a song about empowerment, about encouragement. To quote a great man named Nipsey Hussle, life is a lot like a marathon, and you have to keep running. You have to keep going, and you can't quit. And that's why I have my runner's clothes on, because of Bryson Tiller. He got me going, he got me inspired. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Here at Spins and Shakes, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. And to you guys watching, I know there's lots of musicians and I know there's lots of bartenders and people in the industry that are watching this right now. And this is for you guys too. Keep doing what you're doing. I know it's hard. Keep going. Don't stop. And more importantly, thank you for watching. I'm ready to just give this guy a taste. So without further ado, not as good as Bryson Tiller's new album, Anniversary, but that's good. That's really good. I'm very proud of this cocktail, so yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family. Stay tuned. Next episode, we are going to have our very first guest on Spins and Shakes. We are really excited for that. And yeah, thank you guys again. All the best. Cheers.